Welcome, everyone. Thank you for making it. Today, I want to talk about enjoying today, because tomorrow might not come, and what I learned from an almost undelivered postcard. During the next 6 minutes, I'm going to deliver the toolkit for receiving massive enjoyment in your everyday life without using any additional tools, just using the resources you already have. Now, the reason why finding more enjoyment in life is of such particular interest to me is after an incident. I lost my brother 4 years ago, and I was shattered. And I've been collecting the pieces ever since, and over the last 4 years, I've collected the pieces, and I like to share what I've learned through that experience for enjoying more of life. And it comes down to 3 key details: compassion, attention to detail, and mindfulness. And by unlocking these 3 tools, you're going to be able to find more enjoyment in your life in any position where you are without any additional resources. Starting with compassion. It's really important to view things from the other person's point of view. And my brother was the first to teach me this. When I was struggling to get through college, he took out his last $500, which wasn't easy for him. He would do whatever it takes to get work, to get by. And he gave it to me as his younger brother to show me how much he meant to me and I meant to him. And he really went out of his way to show that compassion. And according to the American Association for Psychology, compassion is sexy. There's statistics stated there that over 75% of people who have found kindness or compassion in their partner ended up staying together for the long term. And when you lead with compassion and kindness, you never have to feel alone again, because you invite other people into your life naturally. Like my grandmother says, people are more prone to react to kindness than to good looks, because kindness brings a direct benefit to the receiver. The second principle is attention to detail and focusing on the simple things that sometimes matter most. And I have found through my experiences since losing my brother that focusing on the small details, they're the true secret to happiness. And you don't need any special skills in order to focus on small details. They're all around you, and all it takes is a minute to recognize them. And I advocate strongly to always see the beauty in everything. Nature is infinitely beautiful. People are beautiful. You look around you in the room and look at all the beauty that we're surrounded with. And whatever exists on the micro scale exists on the macro scale. So when you just see even something as small as a postcard, and you could notice how beautiful it is, you can see that beauty on a much greater scale as well. And I've learned that the smallest things sometimes are biggest. My last moment with my brother, we were ironing shirts, and I was preparing for a big trip, and I couldn't help but notice how he was smiling a mile wide while we were ironing those shirts together. And even though it's seemingly insignificant, just ironing shirts with someone, it was special to me because it was our last moment together. So you see sometimes even the smallest things, when you look back, end up being the biggest. And the last key is mindfulness. So while we were together, my brother joked to me, when you get to Vegas, don't forget to send a postcard. And I did. I got a postcard. And I got wrapped up with business and just focusing on myself so much. I wasn't really mindful of what was going on around me or his condition. And 2 weeks later, I was like, I'm going to make things better. I want to call my brother, call him up, let him know I love him. let him know how much he means to me. And by the time I called him, my dad picked up and he told me he's gone. So I held on to a postcard, which was unsent for almost 4 years until my speech buddy, Jeff Miller, he told me I should put a stamp on the postcard and send it off. And October 31st, 2018, I did. I sent off that postcard, and that marked the completion of a journey for me, where I realized that we can move forward from past events in our life and continue living. And I want to let all of you know that if you ever feel stuck in your life, you're not stuck. You can always put a stamp on that postcard and send it off. You can live life without regret. You're never stuck in your situation. And you should feel the love around you because you're beautiful. You're infinitely beautiful. And all of life, everything around you, that's you. Your life, the people around you, all of that is all-encompassing. So be conscious of that. Be mindful of it. And when you realize that, you begin to feel the love in every moment in your life. You turn the shower on, you feel the water on your skin. Feel that love. When you chew on your breakfast in the morning, or if some of you eat lunch, feel the texture of the bagel, feel the texture of the food in your mouth. Be mindful of it. So in conclusion, the key factors to unlocking massive enjoyment in your life without any additional tools, no matter how happy you already are, is CDM, compassion, attention to detail, and being mindful of your surroundings. And a couple of things to implement this advice right away that I recommend are to write down any regrets you might have on a postcard. And if you don't have regrets, good for you. But if some of you do, write them down on a postcard. And I actually have a couple for each of you to take. And send it off. Put a note on it, send it off. Send it anywhere you want. And if there's someone in your life that you love, tell them now. Don't wait. And notice the beauty in your life. It's there. It's all around you. It takes 28 days to build a habit. I say the best day to start is now. It's been such a joy speaking with all of you. Thank you. Questions? Answers? Yes?
Can we send the postcard to you?
Absolutely. I'll give you my address. And promise all client provider relationships will be confidential. Yes?
So when I think about mindfulness, there's a bunch of apps out there that you can download, like Headspace and
Yes.
stuff that helps you meditate. Do you have any advice on, like, for people who have difficulty, kind of just doing nothing for 10 minutes and just focusing on something like breathing or whatever? Do you have tips on how to improve your mindfulness?
Yes. So in the words of my mentor, when talking about just meditation, which is like a counterpart to mindfulness, people are like, you have to have all these different techniques to meditate properly. And he's like, no, just meditation, just turning everything off, just stop. And for mindfulness, I would say the same thing. Just realize that you already have it. It's already there. So when you're sitting right now, just realize that you're in a relaxed position, you have a gorgeous classmate next to you, you're there already, you're in the moment. And that's what mindfulness is, realizing that every moment you're in the moment, and there's just that, no past or future, just now.